Yo, what is popping, people? Y'all know how we get down. Sunday morning, everything is great, but Prime's been on his prime stuff since they've been back and making his rounds and doing his normal media stuff. But before we get started with Coach Prime telling it like a TI is, like he always does. That's why I keep telling you, y'all just believe the man in what he say, because he gonna tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. But before we get started with that, y'all know what to do. Woo-hoo-hoo. We appreciate y'all for watching. But hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, because y'all know we trying to get to 20K before the new year. And we almost there. It ain't hard to do. Hook a brother up. We working on it. A lot of y'all watching, a lot of y'all ain't subscribed. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit that post notification bell right there before we get started. But let's get back into the Prime, because Prime was on his sports show, his coach's show that he has every week during the football season, on with the voice of the Buff, Mark Johnson, and they just having regular conversation. But Mark Johnson asked the right questions. And in order for you to get the right answers from Coach Prime, you have to ask the right questions. And Prime is in his comfort zone. And Heisman awards have been done. Travis got his award. But we all know how that vote turned out. And it was close. I didn't think it should have been close. Prime didn't think it should have been close. And he said as much. So let's get into what Prime had to say. Prime also had some other stuff to say about recruiting, about the transfer portal, and how them people at ESPN tried to give credit to Kirk Signetti for using the transfer portal instead of giving it to him. I know Prime watching these videos. Y'all bucking them watching these videos. Y'all just go and tell the people y'all watch the video. Because I know I be telling the truth. It is what it is. I'm just a regular old dude, sitting in his little game room, making videos on YouTube like I've been doing for a long time. But it is what it is, man. But just like Prime, I'm gonna tell you the truth. So let's get into Prime though, man. Because we ain't gonna talk about me. Let's get into Prime telling these folks like a TI is. So before we get into Prime, y'all, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit the subscribe button. And let's listen to Prime talk. And y'all want some truth? We got it for you. Let's get it.
In prime time and all this kind of stuff over the course of time. I guess I've been taken aback a little bit the last few days.
Mm-hmm.
Travis gets this award. To me, it was a no-brainer, and that's all due respect to the young man at Boise.
We don't have to do that. Let's just let it be.
Yeah.
Now, you're very respectful.
Yeah.
But I'm sick of being nice to everybody.
Sure.
And first of all, it was too close.
Right.
Come on, man. We've seen all of the stuff before.
Yeah.
What everybody else did that was there, we've seen that before.
Sure.
We've never seen this before.
No.
So how could it even be close? See, that's the kind of stuff that make me mad. Take me out of it.
Right.
Let these kids be who they are, man. Give them what they got coming. Leave the hate and animosity and the ignorance and the adolescence alone. Take me out of it. We've never seen this done, and we may never see this done again.
100% agree.
There's other stuff that we saw.
Yeah.
We've seen that before.
Right.
Now, I ain't want to stop this, but I got to. The man been saying what I've been saying since the season started. And by the way, I made a lot of money on Travis Hunter winning that Heisman. Travis, I appreciate you, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Woo! You gotta get your bets in early. That's all I'm gonna say. But Prime said what everybody else been saying. The vote shouldn't have been close. And some of these people dislike Coach Prime so much that they didn't even put Travis on their ballot. This should have been a landslide. But because of that man right there, they tried to punish that child. for something he did while he was playing. You might not like the way he act. You might not like the way he talk. You might not like that he's upfront and boisterous about the things he does, which is me. That's why I like Primes, because me and Prime like this. Because I'm gonna tell you like it is, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, and I'm gonna put it on Front Street. I heard a lot of feelings. You know, people say I play too much. I need to stop. You shouldn't say certain things, but it is what it is, man. But enough of me. Let's get back to Prime.
29 players have rushed for over 2,000 yards. We've seen that. Okay?
Thank you.
And that's taking nothing away from the young man.
Thank
He was
you.
phenomenal this season.
Thank you. I didn't even get upset. You great lead in.
Yeah.
I ain't saying nothing about Shador.
No, exactly right.
How is he not there?
Yeah. Finished
On
eighth.
the panel.
Right.
Eighth?
Eighth.
How can Cam Ward finish behind the other quarterback?
That's a good question.
Yeah, come on, man. Like they got to stop, man.
Right.
They got to stop this stuff, man. This is ridiculous, man.
Well, the one thing, and I don't care if you're talking about the Heisman this year or other times when there have been, guys that say, well, I won't vote for said player because, 100% of the electorate out there should not be voting for this guy. The politics of this thing has always driven me crazy. Right?
Shouldn't be no politics. If you watch a football game, this
right.
kid is different.
Based on the performance on the field. But you know what happens
based on the performance of the field and based on the projection of where he's going.
Sure. Right.
Based on the projection. So this is the best player in the country thought of by the draft experts.
Sure.
And he don't supposed to win the Heisman. Man, come on, man.
Was there any conversation amongst all of you that, listen, we know the way this works in the Heisman. There's no way they're going to let two of our guys be sitting up there in the dais.
Yeah, we told him that. And Shador don't care.
Yeah.
He care about the draft.
Right.
He didn't care about that. He didn't care about the individual stuff. He didn't care about that. Shador is more inclined to the team stuff. Now, Travis wanted this Heisman.
Sure.
So that's why Shador, hey, man, I want you to have this Heisman. What I need to do, I got you, So we wanted that for certain. But Shador he don't care like that.
Have you been taken aback at all? I know that's what I was trying to make, is that I've been taken aback by kind of the conversation that, well, Travis was average on both sides of the ball.
Who's the idiot that said that?
Well, there's a lot of them. I can't name
them.
Yeah.
We need to put him on the screen while we're talking right now.
Right.
This is the idiot that said that.
Right.
But how is that? And he's rated maybe the number one pick in the draft.
Yes.
So how is he average?
Certainly the first non-quarterback. He'll be the first non-quarterback taken when the draft.
Yes.
Yes.
How is he average?
Yeah. I can't figure it out. Brian.
It's the only guy in college football that you got a game plan on both sides of the ball.
Exactly.
On both sides of the ball. And if I put him on special teams, you would have to do it again.
Yeah.
So that's just crazy.
The foresight on your part when you looked at him and say, and I know you played on both sides of the ball,
right?
And other guys.
That's why I could look at him and say
and see that
something. Most guys they look at him and couldn't say nothing.
When you recruited him,
that's what I've been telling y'all. Can't no other coach do what he's done with Travis on both sides of the ball. Because nobody else has done what he's done on both sides of the ball. He knows how to do it. And that's the only way you can be able to teach it. And everybody looking at Travis, and that's why everybody want him to pick. Because they've never done it. And they've only seen it done in small portions. And Travis has done it the whole freaking season. That's why they think it's impossible in the NFL. When it's possible, it might be only possible for him to do it, but yet and still, it's possible. Everybody can't do it. Everybody don't have his body, his training. Let me stop, man. Y'all come on.
And you got the number one player in America to come to Jackson. Was that part of the conversation? Because I'd imagine most coaches would not even talk to him about that.
It was never a part of the conversation because it's understood.
Okay.
You recruited this guy, you want this guy. You don't recruit this guy to demean him to your guy. Mm-hmm. You recruit him to be that guy. Who recruits a guy in high school and wants to turn him into what they want him to be?
Right.
You see a lot of coaches do that, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why the kids don't respect him.
Right.
That's why the kids end up leaving or doing something that's not progressive to their careers. You can't When you recruit a Travis Hunter, you recruit him to be who he is and try to enhance that.
Do you think because you did it, you could see it?
I could see it before I did it.
Is that right?
Yeah. I didn't do it, didn't see it. You know, like I could see it before I did it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's special.
Yeah.
And then I knew everyone around him that knew him. He played for Cam. It's a phone call. Cam, tell me about this cat.
Right.
Hey, Prime, he's him. Hey, man, tell me about this cat. Like I could pick up a phone and get real hood validation on who this kid is.
Yeah.
Right.
You think sometimes coaches limit their own programs because they don't have that kind of imagination, that kind of foresight?
But they never done it. It's hard to imagine something you can't do yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, that was profound.
Ooh,
it's hard to imagine something you can't do yourself. And you got to understand, I've been there. And I'm looking for him to be great. And I'm not worried about making this other guy mad on the other side of the ball that I lied to and promised that he was going to be this. No, that's half of it too. So now if you play him on both sides, there's somebody you recruited got to sit their butt down somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're better than him, beat him out.
The one thing that I've learned about you that I didn't know when you got here, right? I knew you by reputation when you got here, is the way you've approached this thing. And I was on a show the other day and somebody asked me about this. And I said, I think a lot of times for those of us who were around here when Prime got here, we questioned or we wondered about things because we'd never seen it, right? You brought a different approach to how college coaches do their thing. What you've done from the portal standpoint, what you've done from a social media standpoint, how you view your players. Initially, I think people thought that was kind of, if you will, hate against you. I think sometimes it's that people don't understand it because they've never seen it, and so they question it.
They don't understand.
Does that make sense?
They don't understand the mythology of it. But guess what? What are they doing now?
Now they're jumping on board. Yeah.
Just because we've seen it first don't make us wrong.
Right.
Just because we did it first don't make us wrong.
You know what we see, I think, and I'm wondering about what we're seeing in college athletics. You've got Bill Belichick in North Carolina now.
And I'm happy.
That's awesome.
I'm elated.
That's Eddie George gets a job. Mike Vick has gotten a job.
I'm elated. It's one more. It's coming.
Right. But we live in a
It's one more. It's another brother that's going to get a head coaching job. Because he said it's one more. So who is it? Who is it? Y'all tell me.
Cat world.
Yeah.
Because people see what you've done and go, we want a taste of that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Now, here's the thing about it, though. There's only one of you.
Just say it. Ain't one Prime. Like you said, it's cool.
Right.
But I'm the kind of guy that calls out. My phone has been ringing off the hook this last week.
Yeah.
I've talked. You best believe I talked to Mike Vick.
I bet you have.
You best believe I've talked to all these other guys. That's why I know who's next.
Right.
So I've talked to all of them and I give them the wisdom to understand. Matter of fact, I'm assembling a call today with several of these young coaches and young African-American coaches to make sure they don't make the mistakes that I made.
Okay.
Like,
now, go back and watch that video that I just made with Michael Vick. And I told you, there is no way Michael Vick took that job. And his first call wasn't Coach Prime. There wasn't no way he wasn't thinking about that job when he got offered it. And his first call wasn't Coach Prime. There is no other way. There is no other person that you can reach out to in the coaching world that has the type of celebrity that you have. And you ain't got those questions because you need to know what's coming. You need to know what you're going to have to deal with when it comes to people and paparazzi and questions and just the basics of it, not all the intricacies, the basics. Because Kirby Smart might be a good coach, but Michael Vick is more famous than Kirby Smart. Michael Vick don't have more eyes on him than 95% of the coaches in college football. He's gonna be just like Coach Prime. But let's go.
We're gonna help each other because we want them to be successful. Because if they're successful, guess what happens? Someone else gets the opportunity.
Do you think because of the way the game is evolving, I think you've brought somewhat of an NFL mindset to the college game and the way it's evolving with essentially free agency in the portal. Can that be duplicated by a lot of guys?
Yes,
it can.
It can.
Yeah.
I mean, certain things can't. By the way we attack the media and social media and all that, it can't. But And then you got to understand, having two guys that are not only great on the field, but they were some of the best NIL earners in the
Yes.
country. So
Yes.
that was phenomenal as well, because we know what we're doing.
Right.
And kids see that. They want to follow in those footsteps.
Yeah. It's going to be fascinating to watch.
It is.
Because what
It
you've
has
done,
been.
the ripple effects are being felt now in college athletics with what you've done.
Yeah, but they won't say we did it first.
Right.
I was looking somewhere, and I'm not going to call the coach's name
Okay.
because he had nothing to do with it. They said, yeah, just like the way he showed everybody how to use the portal.
Oh, Pete Thelma. Pete Thelma. I told y'all, Pete Thelma was on ESPN and tried to give Kirk Signetti credit for using the portal the way Prime used the portal. I made a video about it. Go on there. Go back on my channel and look. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it in this link. You'll see it flash across the screen. Pete Thelma. College Game Day, one of the most watched shows on a Saturday morning, was on that stage with a microphone and told everybody in the world that Kirk Signetti showed everybody how to use the transfer. And I'm like, wait a minute. But you trying to get that man credit for what Prime doing. See, that's what I'm talking about. But let's hear Prime one more time. Y'all ready?
What we're doing.
Right.
And kids see that. They want to follow in those footsteps.
Yeah. It's going to be fascinating to watch.
It is.
Because what
It
you've
has
done,
been.
the ripple effects are being felt now in college athletics with what you've done.
Yeah, but they won't say we did it first.
Right.
I was looking somewhere, and I'm not going to call the coach's name
Okay.
because he had nothing to do with it. They said, yeah, just like the way he showed everybody how to use the portal. What? What? Right. Okay, I got that. I'm good with that.
Hey, the Buffs are getting ready for the Animal Bowl coming up on the 28th to take on BYU. We've got
Now, what I'm telling you is Prime just speaks truth to power. It might have took him a minute, but the season over with. You're finna go play the bowl game. He might not call it out when it happens, but eventually he'll get around to it. Now, the transfer portal and people finally doing what he's done, using it in a major way. You know, a lot of people gonna have more transfers in and out than Colorado will this year. Colorado gonna be at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to transfers in, but they're gonna be at the top of the pile when it comes to quality of player. They're gonna get more 4- and 5-star transfers in. This transfer class is going to be better than they were in the last 2 years. Might be smaller, but it's going to be better. Prime is doing stuff in college football that nobody has ever done. Watch my last video. Shador and Travis and any other Buff that's going to be drafted are not going to Green Bay to be drafted and be on stage at the NFL draft. Coach Prime, I promise you, there will be a major concert, a major event, and whoever is drafting Shador and Travis will more than likely be in Colorado. That I promise you. They will be on the stage. It will be a big event here with rappers and celebrities and food and other people. Because Prime already said we want to celebrate with our fan base, with our people. So Boulder, come April, come draft time, it will be a party. So y'all get ready. Because Prime is setting a new precedent in college football. Now, Prime don't like Green Bay. I don't either. I wouldn't go. But it is what it is. But I'm going to get out of here, man. Y'all know what to do. Hit the like button. hit the subscribe button. Just like this. We appreciate everybody watching. But make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, tweet it out to some of your friends, hit the share button. And y'all know what we gonna do. We gonna get out of here and we gonna holler at y'all later. Don't forget to leave your comments down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. You know who finna take us out of here. Prime, let's go.
Thank you. God bless you all, man. Be safe.